Hi there, my name is Aaron Rose, and this is my project proposal. The title of my research project is going to be Music as Storytelling, a deeper lore behind the albums we listen to. The creative major component will be a 5+ track album of original written songs by me, and the minor component will be a written dissertation. So, the inspiration and context for this project is mainly one of my favorite bands, which is an indie folk band named Lord Huron. They are the main inspiration behind the idea of this project, and it's all about the lore and the story that they can create behind their albums. So, in every album they have released, they have a lore behind it, and this lore and this story and the world they've created all linked to each other with the different albums. So, these stories and themes and different characters, and it creates a deeper lore of the whole band. And I will be attempting to recreate this style of songwriting in my album. So the skills required for this is I will require a relatively good amount of skill in songwriting. Um, the same is also applied to storytelling. This is something that I would have to learn about on tutorials and reading academic texts. And it will also require a good amount of knowledge in producing and recording on a recording software. I will also be invoking the help of my bandmate Leah Batty to help produce the album. This will be in some aspects of the songwriting and producing on the recording software that we choose to use. Another really good ability is to research academic text as well as being able to contact members of the public and conduct respectful interviews that follow the UWS Code of Conduct, which is also essential. So the main themes of the project is that I will be following music and meaning. Obviously, we all know that music can be interpreted in any way. Every single person is individual, and they can find meaning in music in their own unique way. Um, I'm going to be using this and how this relates to the lore behind an album. For example, I can create a story and the lore behind the album all I like, but somebody can listen to it and they could think it means something different, even if they do know the story behind the lore. So I'll be looking into that through academic texts. We'll be looking at music as storytelling, using it as a tool, as well as what sorts Lord Huron away from other popular artists who may, most popular artists do put songs and stories into the songs, which is a very common practice. Um, and Lord Huron does this in a way that creates a bigger story, which makes it more interesting. Um, I'll also be discussing the difference in listening to an album, either knowing all the lore, which makes it a richer experience, or if it's still possible to enjoy the album just as much if you don't know the lore, or if you do, but you choose to not think about it. I'll be looking at this deeply as well, and this will be conducted through interviews. So the execution of the project will be done in a mix of qualitative and quantitative methods of research. One method will be interviewing people who listen to music on a regular basis or more, and this will be done in line with the UWS Code of Conduct. So this will be in order to find out how many people um, listen to music and if the lore behind it, and if they listen to music which is has further story than just the lyrics in it. Another method would be researching pre-existing academic texts on music and meaning and songwriting. This is essential to discuss some of the themes I was talking about earlier. And the 5+ track album will be pre-planned with a story idea before the songs are written in order to stay in the world and lore that I will have created. Um, I plan on discussing this topic in my minor component whilst also trying to recreate my inspiration in the major component. And I think these two will blend well together and show an example of what I'm discussing as well as um, what Lord Huron does differently and what I was then doing to do the same thing. Um, thank you.